Okay, hello. I am here once again, ready to do some coding. Coding every day. I'm kind of, this is Daisy, by the way. I need to kind of introduce myself, I think, in the beginning of these. But I've been I've been struggling with the titles for these. Like what to call. Hold on, my stream preview is being weird. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I liked, at first I called it like teaching myself to code, like day blank of teaching myself to code, which was cool because it kind of emphasized that I'm a bit of a beginner and trying my best. But then I changed it to like coding every day because I wanted to emphasize the fact that I was trying to do this every day. And now it's called, day blank of teaching myself coding every day, which I think is a good mix. I think it's better that I think it's better to focus on the fact that I'm kind of working from the ground up here and trying to get better from a beginner type level. But yeah, I mean, that's my quick update. And I'm still struggling with like the sound quality. I don't know, like if I just need to learn to like talk louder, because I feel like I'm talking at a pretty comfortable volume, but like it is also like quieter than my voice every day that I would use. Normally I talk a bit louder. But I don't know. So I mean, I don't want to like I would prefer to be able to talk with my gain at 0, because I feel like the sound quality would be better if my gain was 0, but I have to turn it up to make up for how quiet I talk. I don't know. I'm learning. I'm not just learning coding, I'm learning to like do videos and streaming properly. It's an adventure. It's fun. Anyway, let's get into it because we got stuff to do today. Also, actually, I just realized day blank saying that I'm teaching myself coding rather than coding every day is probably better, because there are some days where I'm just reading stuff or doing tutorials and I'm not really like actually coding. So, it feels a bit more honest that way. But anyway, let's get into it. And we've got our quote of the day, or it's not really a quote of the day. It's more like, it's just a new quote whenever you refresh this page. It says, a life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. That's very on brand for me, since I'm foolishly making mistake after mistake publicly. And that's certainly helping me grow in my skills. Anyway, so we got to do this medical validator. I'm going to try to get through these two things, the dictionaries and sets and reviews, or the review and the quiz. Maybe I'll try to start the configuration manager too, but that's a whole thing. That'll be multi-day. Anyhow, I hope I didn't forget to talk about anything else. Okay, following the same structure you used in the previous step, medical records list has been filled up. Feel free to take a look at it. I will do that later. We write the function to validate the data set. The function will be called validate with a single parameter data. Oh crud. I already messed up. The frack. Okay. Reset. Oh great. See, now we've got this black. Let me refresh this page. Okay. I don't know why. I just didn't want to have that there. I made 2 black bars. Okay. Def validat data. Oh, that's data. Okay, validate data. Let's see. Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I need one of these. A colon. I need a colonoscopy. No, but I mean, maybe someone in this medical list needs a colonoscopy. I just need a colon. Okay, want to ensure it's either a list or a tuple. Within the validate function, declare a variable named is sequence and assign it a call to is instance. Pass in data as the first argument and a tuple containing list and tuple as the second. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. List tuple. Okay, neat. That'll work, right? You should assign is instance data list tuple to your is sequence variable. I believe that I did that. Oh, I typed in date again. I keep on doing that. Why am I have twice now typed in date instead of data. I'm going to call it data so I don't get confused. Okay, create an if statement for, probably for this function. So I got to indent if first condition, use the not operator to negate is sequence. Within the if statement, print invalid format, expected a list or tuple, and return false. Okay. If not is sequence. Wait a second. Use the not operator to negate is sequence. Okay, so I guess is sequence is going to be, it's probably going to have a boolean stored in it. I think that's how is instance works. So it'll store a boolean, and then if not, so if this is not true, we will print invalid format expected a list or tuple. I still have not worked on my typing speed. That's something I keep talking about doing, but never getting to. It's forever on the back burner. Okay, expected a list or tuple, period. We can't forget those periods. Return false. Return the slab. False. That's perfect. Yes, 14%. We're basically 100% of the way through. We're basically done. Right after your if statement, declare a variable named is invalid or is invalid. Is invalid. Oh, wait. Set it to false. Later on, you'll use it as a flag to run a conditional statement. Okay. Oh, here we go. Feels weird having these interruptions, right? I mean, it's fine. I certainly don't mind, since it's for a good cause, but like, it's funny that it's in the middle of me learning a lesson. These workshops are interesting. Okay. As you learned in a previous lesson, the enumerate function allows to keep track of the index while looping over a variable. I wonder if that's proper grammar. I'm not a super genius person when it comes to grammar, so that might, it sounds funny though. It's a function, the enumerate function allows to keep track of the index while looping over an iterable. Create a for loop that iterates over data for something in data. Use the enumerate function to get both the index and the item in data at each iteration. Use index in dictionary as iteration variables. Okay. Index dictionary for index dictionary in enumerate data. I keep doing date. I did date again. For now, use pass to fill the loop body. Okay. Pass. Sounds good to me. Yep. Okay. You are checking to see if the data passed into your function is a list or a tuple. You still need to ensure that each item in the sequence is a dictionary. Okay. Well, you still need to ensure that each item in the sequence is a dictionary. Inside your for loop, if the item in dictionary, I just realized I'm one more thing was that I kept on getting like, I created like a Pavlov response in my head where I kept on getting tired every single time I sat down to code on stream because well, just because like I kept on like trying to code right before bed. It was always the very last thing I'd try to fit into my day. And then it'd be like I would just get tired. And I think I'm undoing it because I'm not that tired today. And I'm not doing it too late. It's currently 8:20. Yeah, we're doing great. I'm making great time. Today's going well so far. Okay. You need to ensure that each item in the sequence is a dictionary. Inside your for loop, if the item in dictionary is not an instance of dict. Oh, dict is a type of instance. Okay. If the item in dictionary is not an instance of dict, print invalid format, expected a dictionary at position index, where index should be replaced by the current index, and is set is invalid to true. Okay. If not is instance dictionary dict. Okay. Yeah, okay. Whoops, I messed up again. I need a colon. Print invalid format expected a dictionary at position index. Wait, I don't exactly know the syntax for that. Should I literally do it like they type it out? No, that's not gonna work. Should I do an F string? I'll try an F string. I like F strings. Yeah, index. Whoops. Anyway, and set invalid. Okay, is invalid equals capital true. What am I doing? True. Alright, what did I do now? What do I do? I don't know. It looks like every other part worked. I guess they don't want me to use an F string. See, this isn't like the labs or like where I can just do it however I want as long as it runs the tests. This, like, you need to have it typed out perfectly, right? Oh, do I need a freaking period? I swear, if I keep forgetting these periods. Oh my god, it was the period. Okay. Continue. Okay, so they did intend for me to use an F string. That's good. I recently learned that F strings are kind of considered the, like, standard as opposed to, like, concatenating strings or, like, using commas. Okay, so anyway, after your for loop, oh wait, that comma thing wouldn't even work in a printed statement like this. Or no, usually you can, like, stick a variable in the middle of things by, like, creating one string and then putting a comma there and sticking the variable there and then using another comma and putting a string after that. Which in this case I would just put a string with nothing but a period afterwards. But that creates spaces, so that actually is kind of an issue. So yeah, you'd have to concatenate strings if you weren't using an F string. Okay, after your for loop, still inside the validate function, create an if statement. If your is invalid is true, return false. boy, oh boy, do I not understand this. I think I mentioned this a while ago, but like, sometimes when I read something aloud, it's like my brain isn't reading it. It's like, it just goes in my eyes and out of my mouth and not, it doesn't get like registered. After your for loop, still inside the validate function. Okay, so over here. Oh yeah, that's why they left me that indent, but not all the way over here. Still inside the validate function, create an if statement. If is invalid is true, then return to false. That's okay. Okay. Alright, that seems a little strange. If is invalid. Would I say is true, or would I do the double equals? Would I do the equals operator? Okay, then return false. Well, that makes sense because we're checking if it's invalid. So then we would want the function to return that it's false since it's invalid. All right. Yeah, see, we'll get this all finished today. After the if statement, print the string valid format, then return true. Alright, that seems strange. Oops. Oops. Valid format. Period. Can't forget those periods. Return the slab. Return true. That's perfect. No flaws whatsoever. 10 out of 10. Okay. Okay, at the bottom of your code, I'm gonna like try to make a concerted effort to like talk louder and louder as time goes on, just so that I can eventually start lowering my gain naturally, because I sound so quiet when I watch videos back. Okay, no more procrastinating. At the bottom of your code, call the validate function with medical records as the argument. You should see valid format printed to the terminal. Validate medical records. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm a genius. Holy moly. Okay, to test the... Good grief. Okay. To test the first if statement of your function, return medical records into a string. You should see invalid format, expected a list or a tuple printed on the terminal. So like they just want me to do this and go down to here and put a thing here. Oh, no. Wait, how do I turn the whole thing into a string? Oh, I just have to turn specifically this into a string. It raised an error before any tests could run. Man, okay, do they want me to turn this into a string? What? How do I just don't want two of them. Okay. Well, how do I turn it into a string? I don't understand. Okay, to test the first if statement, turn medical records into a string. You should see invalid format, expected list. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, should I just turn like this into a string? No, see, that doesn't work. What is happening? What do I do? How do I make it a string? I mean, okay, maybe I should just go like this. I don't even fully understand how this whole thing works. But then I'll just put a string here, right? That'll work. It's gotta work. Yeah, okay. I broke it correctly. Oh, okay. I forgot about the triple quote thing. Alright, now turn medical records back into a list of tuples and dictionaries. Okay, okay, okay. Hold your horses. I'm doing it. Check your code. Thank you very much. Okay, step 15. Step dieciséis. I was like trying to remember. I was just going to say 50, but I think that's 50. Okay, to test the second conditional statement, add 2 items of your choice that are not dictionaries at the end of the medical records list. You should see 2 validation messages printed to the terminal. The terminal. Okay, I gotta stop playing with quarters. I don't even know if that's getting picked up. I assume it's getting picked up, but like, I've got like filters on, so I have no idea what is and is not getting picked up. And I don't really, when I watch these back over, I don't watch the whole. I gotta do more tests later. I should record some stuff and make a bunch of background noise and see what shows up in the recording. Anyhow, 2 items of your choice that are not dictionaries at the end of the medical records list. You should see 2 validation messages printed to the terminal. Add 2 items of your choice that are not dictionaries at the end of the medical record list. Not dictionaries. Okay. Just items. Okay, I'll do a string. Apples. Does that work? And this one we'll do a we'll just do a tuple. No, we'll do a list. No, that's not okay. Oh, I forgot the comma. Gosh darn. Gosh darn, man. Okay. An empty list. Oh, that's okay. Invalid format. Expected a dictionary at position 4 and at position 5. Coolio. The spam in 42. Okay. You know. Oh wait, no, not. I was thinking. I heard somewhere that sometimes in Python they make references to Monty Python, because that's where the name of the programming language comes from. And I was wondering if spam might be a reference, because I've never watched. I don't know anything about Monty Python. I watched a little bit of Life of Brian. It was pretty funny. Okay. Step 17. As you learned in a previous lesson, a set is an unordered collection of unique elements. What does that mean? What are you trying to tell me? What does it mean? Let's see. Sorry, I was looking at my stream stuff. Okay, we learned in a previous lesson a set is an unordered collection of unique elements. A set. Okay, you're going to use a set to ensure that each dictionary does not contain extra or misspelled keys. Inside the validate function, use the set constructor to create a set. Wait, so it doesn't contain extra or misspelled keys. What does that mean? Going to use a set to ensure that each dictionary does not contain extra or misspelled keys. Inside the validate function, use the set constructor to create a set from the following list of keys that each dictionary should have. Use the set constructor to create a set from the following list of keys that each dictionary should have. inside the val. What am I? My brain is not doing the thing. Okay, use the set. I'm just gonna start here. Use the set constructor. Off to a great start. Okay. Use the set constructor to create a set from the following list of keys that each dictionary should have. Okay. So that's patient. Wait, so, oh yeah, I forgot. I can't just make a set. I need the set constructor, and then I just put a list into it, and then it just makes it a set automatically. Patient ID. Oh boy. This is one of those situations where you have to keep reaching over to the arrow key to move over one. That is not my favorite thing. Age over one, comma, that's not a comma. See, and then I get my hands away from the home row. I gotta put them back. Gender, comma, diagnoses, comma, medications, over, comma. I imagine having to type on a typewriter. Last visit. Although a lot of people like typewriters and they're sad they're not used anymore. Maybe one day people will be coding in the future using some other weird technology, and they're going to be sad that they don't have, they have to do the clickety clack on the keyboard, and I'm like complaining about it. Assign the set to a variable named key set. Okay. Key underscore set equals set. Snake case. Heck yeah, we're almost 50% of the way there, which means we're almost 100% of the way there. Yes. Sorry again if if it sounds weird, I'm like trying to force myself to talk a bit louder. That's gonna be that's pretty much my next mission, is like building the habit of, I mean, in general, I've always been a little too quiet. Like, people, except for, if I am getting all, like, into some topic I'm talking about, like, sometimes I'll accidentally start talking louder, but, like, on average, I speak more softly than anyone else. Which is why it's been pretty convenient, being able to, like, speak all chill and like, I'm still playing with quarters. I don't know if you can hear me when I drop my quarters. It's gonna sound pretty random if you can't, because then I'm just, I keep bringing up the quarters for no reason. Yeah, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, it's convenient that I can like lean in all close to my mic and talk as quiet as I want, or turn up the gain all I want, but I think this is a good time, as good a time as any to start learning to be a bit louder. Maybe I should get like a vocal training coach, but I don't think I need that. I think I just need to, I think I have the ability to talk louder whenever I want to. I just habitually do not. It just feels like I'm like forcing a bunch of air out of I have messed up lungs though, so that could be part of it, but I've always been quiet since before then. I don't think the volume of my voice has changed much, but maybe it just takes more breath and effort now. Anyway, so keys method returns a new view object containing all keys from a dictionary. What is a view object? I have not learned yet. We're figuring that out. We're learning day by day. Inside your for loop, after the first if statement, create an if statement that runs when the set of keys from the concurrent dictionary is different from key set. This is to ensure that no missing or invalid keys are present in the dictionary. Alright, if... Okay, if... Man, okay, I don't know what to do here. Inside your for loop, after the first if statement, create an if statement that runs when the set of keys from the current dictionary is different from the key set. What I say is different. What would I do to say like is different? Would I use the not equals? Wait, okay, the keys method returns view object containing all keys from a dictionary. All the keys, okay. Create an if statement that runs when the set of keys from the current dictionary is different from key set. So when the set of keys from current dictionary is different from key set. I don't even have like the slightest clue of how to put this together. So I'm guessing by current dictionary, they mean whatever I put into the validate function, whatever argument I pass into the validate function. So in that case, I would use data. If keys data. Ooh, we just went through this, didn't we? Okay. There's something to make sure that here in this dictionaries thing. What are sets? Alright, set will not change. Remove, discard, clear. Clear. Alright, here we are checking if your set is a subset of my set, which is false because not all the elements of your set are my set. So is subset and is superset. I don't think I need that. I think I actually need it to literally be the same. So maybe I should just use the equals operator. Okay, if keys let's see, if keys equals that's not true. What am I doing? If keys of data, I typed in date again. I type in date every single time. If keys data that runs when it's different. So keys data is not equal to keys key set if keys data is not equal to keys set, print oh wait, this will be an F string. Okay, print invalid format oh boy. No, wait, okay. Hold on. So this is in that for loop, so I actually would use dictionary. Keys dictionary is not equal to keys set. F invalid format. Dictionary at position index has missing and slash or invalid keys. Period. Oh, end f string. Okay, and then set is invalid equals true. Alright, after I'm done with this, I think I'm gonna hop off because it's time for dinner. My family just finished making dinner, and I don't want it to get cold. What is incorrect here? Let's see. An error raised. Number 62 and 53. Oh, well, that makes sense. 62, 53. If keys dictionary is not equal keys set. When the set of keys from the current dictionary is different than than keys set. Would it be is not? I doubt it, but oh boy. Uh-oh, this ain't good. Within the if statement, inside your for loop, after the first if statement, create an if statement that runs when the set of keys from the current dictionary is different than key set. This is to ensure that no missing or invalid keys are present in the dictionary. And it told me to use the keys method. So 53, invalidate. Keys is not defined. But I'm using the keys method. Oh my gosh. I did this all wrong. Now I see. It's right in front of me. I should not have made a mistake like that. It would be dictionary.keys. If dictionary.keys, parentheses, is not equal to keyset.keys. Wait, set object has no attribute keys? Alright, now I actually am confused. Set object has no attribute keys. Why not? Should I put data here? List object has no. Okay, no, it's dictionary. It has no attribute keys? Why does it not? Okay, hold on. If dictionary keys does not equal key set dot keys, is it because I'm not supposed to use this not equals thing? Should I say is not? No, it still says is not. Oh, well. If dictionary keys doesn't equal key set keys. Well, but why runs when the set of keys from the current dictionary is different from key set? I mean, maybe I should just take off the keys part. I mean, they're telling me at the top of the instructions to use it though, so it's like, what? I'll just give it a shot. Is it gonna at least give me a different error so I know what's going on? Yeah. Your if statement should run when set dictionary keys is different from key set. Okay. I can admit that that was okay. Set dictionary dot keys parentheses close parentheses. Okay, if set dictionary keys, so I have to turn this dictionary thing into a set and then use the keys method within that function, within that constructor. This is a constructor, this is a method. I'm using the dot notation method on dictionary and turning the whole thing into a set with the set constructor and checking if that's equal to the key set, which is just fine on its own. And that's because each one has patient ID, age, gender, diagnosis, medications, and last visit ID. I'm not sure I understand. And let's see if it undid it. Okay, it undid it. I'll come back and do this tomorrow. I think I'm going to need a refresher. I'm going to sleep on it. And see how that turns out. Anyhow, so this was pretty productive, I guess, even if I had cut it a little short. At least I'm not as all over the place as last time. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just pick this back up tomorrow, probably finish the rest of it, hopefully, unless it's just as difficult, in which case I might need some more time, but today was a productive day. We got a lot done. Let's get more done tomorrow. Yeah, anyhow, peace out, so long, bye-bye.